Japan Sam. Japan Sam. Japan Sam.
Hey everybody, excuse me. Good day to you one and all, and welcome to another edition of Deep Dive. And as always, this another podcast in the Jazzy Groove Ready Day podcast family are brought to you by the power of 5. If you like what we're doing, consider supporting the channel, and at the very least, hit the like button. You'll be glad you did. Also, I want to make you aware of an ongoing competition we have going where you can win a new HP laptop, 14-inch EliteBook Z, preloaded with Windows 11 for your internet/daily work, whatever you want to use it for. And in order to enter this contest, all you have to do is subscribe to the page, or subscribe to the channel, I should say. And if you want to, optionally, just type in the word done. We'll know who wins, we'll know who's in it, so don't worry about that part of it. And in the next week or so, we're going to put our calendar down in a couple of days or so. But we're going to then count down, and then on air, we're going to raffle off the laptop, announce a winner, and ship that laptop to that new user. So if you want to get involved, subscribe to the channel. That's it. And it's just another way of showing you that we care, appreciate, and value what you do for us. It's just another way of saying thank you. And with that in mind and that out of the way, let us now segue to the main topic of the events. Or I should say, I can even talk. New mouth, low miles. We're going to get into today's topic, and that is the jazz effect. Now, you're probably saying, what the heck is a jazz effect? And why do I care? Well, to put it in a nutshell, Jazz is an internet personality who, if you watch other previous episodes of our content, has actually eclipsed Denelva in terms of delusion. And that's not an easy thing to do. Yes, I'll say that again. I will say it again for you. She has eclipsed Denelva in terms of her delusion. She comes across as someone who sounds like they know what they're doing, and when you call her on what she says, then reverts to a typical "I'm stupid, I don't know why you guys listen to me," this, that, and the other thing, and it really is disingenuous. But I'm not going to talk to you anymore about this. We are going to look at a reaction video from That's Shaq 2X, I should say. And he's going to help me parsec and get into this video. It's something. It really is. And here it goes.
Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, man.
Please, that was
Well, this is ladies' first show, so we're going to give it to the ladies. Ladies, this is what all these gentlemen, like even Damien agrees that we're talking about it, right? Is you will fuck the guys on your 20s that make you wet, and then when you need to settle down or to go ahead and do have a respectable life and a responsible life, you go for the guy that might not be your type when you were younger, but now he is going to be the one that is solid, has a nice job, is responsible, and all that. You are telling that most women are not dating exactly like this woman described? When they get tired of the assholes, I'm just exhausted of the jerks.
Okay, before we really get into this, context is in order. This is originally a podcast from The Untouchables, who's Fatty and Ilkadi Ali. And they do a panel show. This one's called Ladies First. I don't know why they call it Ladies First. I don't know what they're trying to prove. I'm not here for that, though. I'm just here for the stupidity, the tomfoolery, and the general ass hanging out that these podcasts normally have. And the woman that we're going to be looking at today is over here. This is Jazz. This is our queen. Let's get back into it.
Oh, so the dirt got
They
you?
all say that too. They'll all tell you, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yes.
They will
Y'all
talk
just
about,
said it.
a woman would literally tell you to your face how they used to do shit, and now they don't do it anymore. Imagine if a motherfucker told you, I used to drive my car through mud and dirt, and I would rent it out for $5, but now I know my car's real value, so I'm gonna sell it to you for $100,000. Just to hear that sale, you would say, I don't want it. But that's how women are selling themselves.
I find no fault or flaw in his logic whatsoever. He ain't lying. And that's just another way of saying, I used to be a hoe, but now I'm not, so I'm making you wait. Now, is that a woman's right? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Should she do it? That's up for debate. Because let's look at things for what they truly are. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. That is beyond dispute. That is a hard fact. However, these days, women give it up for practically nothing. In the name of having a good time. They'll give up the box. And why? Why did they do that? Because all their friends tell you how great it is and you're missing out. FOMO, fear of missing out. Everybody else is doing it, so why not? Why am I not doing it? I need to get over there and do it. And I'm here to tell you, that ain't it. That is not the way to roll. It wasn't okay then. It isn't okay now. It won't be okay in the future. Contrary to what anyone tells you, it's not okay. But people are going to do it. So I say, let them do it. Remember, here at the Common Sense Network, we work on probabilities, not possibilities. Women are promiscuous. That's the way things are. Do I want them to be that way? No. Do I wish things would be better? Yes. But this isn't a coulda, woulda, shoulda podcast. This is a here and now, honest to goodness reality podcast. And in reality, things aren't getting any better. As a matter of fact, they're probably going to get worse before they do get better. So we're just here to report the news. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a reporter. If you don't like what you're hearing, change the station. It is that simple. But if you're curious as to why things are the way they are, or more to the point, want to try something that may work things in your favor, keep listening. Let's get back to it.
Tell you how they whored in college, how they had a one-night stand before, but I don't do that no more. I done found Jesus, and now you gotta wait until we get married. Wait a minute, it's niggas walking around the streets right now that's gonna laugh at me because I don't know what your head game feel like, but he do.
Yep.
But I gotta deal with that. And that's literally what men have to do. We could never tell them, I used to pay this rent and they didn't have to me at all. Now you got to me and clean before I pay a bill.
And
Imagine.
and if he, one second, because you can't get it. And that's the second icebreaker. Christian rock found the church. Oh, hallelujah.
So that's the exciting part. Okay, then. Okay, this is for the young people to say. Oh, this is the Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 9. It said, young people, it is wonderful. Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but when I attend a sermon, I'm really not there for the laughter. I'm there to learn something. Here you got a pastor, a female pastor at that, laughing and giggling and kikiing through a sermon. That's not the time or place for that. And also, if you're going to be brutally honest about it, according to scripture, women aren't supposed to be pastors or teachers or elders or anything like that. Because remember the hierarchy as dictated by the Bible. God, man, woman, children. Nowhere in any scripture are you ever going to see women being elevated above men or equal to for that matter. Life is a hierarchy. It's always been a hierarchy. If you get a situation where you've got a hierarchy, a structure of people with a person sitting at the top and subordinates underneath, versus an egalitarian where everyone is sitting there and it's equal, who do you think gets more things done? It's not going to be the council, because they're going to fight over it. I want to do this. No, I want to do that. No, I want to do this. I want to do that. Yeah, but what if we do that? Yeah, that's kind of good. And nothing happens. Whereas on the hierarchy side, okay, guys, this is what we need to do. Do we want to try this? Sounds like an idea. Any other ideas? No? Okay, I thought about it. We're going to go this way. And everybody just goes. Which one works better? I leave that to you. Spoiler alert, the hierarchy wins every time. Let's get back to it.
If Tommy is wrong, why did little Alexis say we don't pick we don't pick wrong, we're not picking wrong anymore? And Jazz said they evolved, they're educated and evolved.
Immature woman.
Yes.
So if you're so evolved and educated and y'all no longer picking the wrong guys, what are the right guys you're picking now that you're evolved and educated and picking the right ones? What type
And
of
that means that there was a phase in which
Wow. Ali pulls no punches. I like this guy. I like this guy. Him and Tommy are my two favorites so far. Because he just asked the question. If you have evolved and you're now picking good men, what are they? What do they look like? I would like to know. Now we're going to pass this over to, I believe it's Jazz. I'm not sure, but I know one of those girls are going to talk about it. And let's see what is said.
they weren't. To be evolved, what does the word mean? I keep trying to tell people words matter.
Can you
To evolve, that means you came from somewhere.
Listen, y'all got it. You asked the
Uh-oh.
question, Tommy answered. Let's move on. Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to call Cap right off the bat. There are a million reasons, but we're going to focus on the one that the guys are going to call out. And that's this. Once you concede an argument by, oh, you got it, let's move on. That's not genuine. That's, okay, shut up. I don't want to hear anymore. That's what that means. Shut up. Now, I don't know about you, But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that at all. I watch these videos partially because they're entertaining. But another and bigger reason why I watch these videos is so that I can find things to talk about with you guys. Jazz is the type of person that when she's losing an argument, aka right now, she's losing, rather than to attempt to actually answer his question and then refute it by giving real world examples of her own, she'd rather shut it down and move it on. Now I ask you, is that ingenuous or what? Is that coming from a good place? Is that a good faith argument? No. No, it's not. Let's continue.
It really doesn't matter.
He went straight to playing victim.
That is exactly what just happened. It'd been so easy if you just answered the question. And he didn't even answer the question.
Yeah, he asked him a specific thing and said, you said this, and she said that. So that would imply y'all were with those people, and now y'all are better.
Her body language let you know what time she was on. You was irritated by facts.
No shade, no fault, no flaw. You are in your feelings already. Not just knee deep, you're totally deep in your feelings. Not a good look on a podcast. I don't care what anybody tells you. That's not a good look. That's not a good look in a debate or a conversation, let alone a podcast or debate. It's not a good look. And if you're looking like that, and you're showing that, and you're just being that, you've lost. Off rip, from Jump Street, stick a fork in it, it's done. Let's continue.
It really doesn't matter what I say that women are actually doing or feeling or responding to in these circumstances. Y'all gonna combat it every single way and say we're lying and say it's not true. And y'all used to be hoes. And it's like, you're right.
And here's another problem with Jazz. She doesn't shut the F up. She doesn't shut up. This one is the queen of the diatribe, the empress of the monologue. You let her start, she won't stop. You have to cut in. You have to butt in. You have to overtalk her. And what makes it even more interesting is the fact that she's not a host. She's a flipping guest. She's a guest that won't shut up. So how are you supposed to combat that? What are you supposed to do? She's going to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk some more. Oh, by the way, when you think she's finished, she'll keep talking. How do you get a word in edgewise? Me thinks she does that just to get people to say, fine, screw it, you're right, let's move on. But this isn't a podcast for that. These are the panelists for that. You got two guests, Tommy Sotomayor and Ikan Ali. They don't play those games. They don't roll with that. Let's get back to it and let's hear a little bit more of this nonsense.
You're right.
Tommy and Fatty and Damien.
Let's move on.
In your house, this happens.
I think
with
you
your
guys are
relatives.
absolutely right.
This happens in your household when they
Yes.
know they have to concede to the logical truth. When they can't process the information, they still want to continue to manipulate
Yes.
and play
That's
victim.
exactly
They're
what's
gonna shut
happening.
down and go, I don't want to talk.
Shut up. Shut the flip up. Stop being cute 5 minutes ago. And again, she won't shut up. Here's where I find fault with Patty, who is pretty much the moderator for this podcast. You let things go for clicks. Let's call a spade a spade. You're letting this go because you feel you're going to get more views that way. They start yelling and everything else, you're going to get more eyeballs on you. That may be good for the podcast. That's not good for your health, your mental health. It's just not. You're going to burn out. You're either going to burn out or you're going to explode. And I think he's going to burn out and then explode. Because every flipping I've watched a few of these now. Every one that I've seen, he loses it. If not with Jazz, with another bit of his panelists. This goes back to This goes back to How to Survive a Podcast in its simplest form. Rule 1, one mic, one person at a time. Don't speak until you're given the opportunity to speak. Say your piece quickly, succinctly, and to the point, and then let it go. 2, don't overtalk the host/moderator. And actually, if you switch those two, you get a better sense of what to do and what not to do. And 3, when in doubt, see rules 1 and 2. It really, honestly, and truly is that simple. I don't understand how so many people can get this so wrong so often. Ali will try and make a point, and Jan will overtalk him, and Thaddy does nothing. Absolutely, positively, and emphatically nothing. Which makes you wonder, why are you there? A moderator's place is to enforce the rules and keep the flow of the conversation going. You're doing neither. That's why I started watching, then I stopped, and then I started again. I don't know if I can get back to him. His podcast is too helter-skelter. They're all over the place. I'm at this one for 2 reasons. Firstly, to point out the hypocrisy that is Jazz, and 2, to show how Tommy and Ali confront and do battle with her. That's the only reason why I'm here. Don't get it twisted.
Men don't talk like that. We
No,
don't
I'm
have
just
to
saying, like,
agree with us.
it was.
We
you
just
didn't
try to
think this
explain what we were saying.
You didn't
Jazz.
Explain what we were
Ali,
saying.
you asked me.
See what I mean?
Ali, you asked me a question, and Tommy answered it.
I didn't answer.
There you go. I didn't answer it. That's the truth. He said, and I quote, words matter. I don't think that word means what you think it does. So what is it? He didn't answer the question at all. But that's not what she heard. And that's another problem that a lot of modern women have today. They don't go by what's said. They go by how they feel. And that's going to cause a whole bunch of problems. You can't have a conversation with somebody based upon feelings. Do they matter? Yes, they do. But in a certain context, in a certain frame, in a certain reference. The overarching flow of the conversation is based in logic. Classic example. 1 + 1 is 2. Well, yeah, but what if you have two things and you take away 15 of them and you have 45 and divide by 6? Is it still 2? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with the cost of tea in China? Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Because I don't see any correlation in it. And they can't. Because you're not supposed to call them on that. Big screen. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You honestly and truly can't. Truth is stranger than fiction. You couldn't write a script that has more twists and turns and abject stupidity than this one. And you're dealing with Jazz, at the very least, a stupid person. Yeah, I said it. She is abjectly stupid. How are you going to tell somebody what they said? That's basically what she did. Ali asked me a question and Tommy answered it. No, he didn't. If anything, he's asked to expound upon it. He fleshed out the question. That's not the same as answering it, not from where I come from. And yet, here you go. He already answered the question. So you guys just go ahead and answer. You just go ahead and talk. Go ahead, move to the next one. No. This ain't going nowhere. Because you haven't answered the question. Even if he did, let's say he did answer the question. It ain't you. He asked you the question. So you should answer it. But you don't have an answer. Which is why when Tommy thankfully answered the question, it supposedly lets you off the hook. Let's get back to it.
Ma'am, I did not answer it. All I literally did was say evolve means something. Audience, did I not say that? All I said was evolve means something.
We don't even know the guy you're talking about. We
answered it. Oh, I did.
So what was your question again?
Tommy commented, but we moved on. It's not that he answered the question, but he did make a comment.
Do the question again. Yeah, do the question again. It's fine.
She didn't answer the question because they knew the answer already. He put something on top of what the question was. He didn't answer it. They knew that they can't say nothing now.
Yeah, because they.
There you go. There you go. That's it in a nutshell. He didn't answer the question. He, as I said before, he added to it. He fleshed it out. So in case she had any questions on it, he gave a more succinct and more down-to-earth response. Did he answer the question? No. No, he didn't. He didn't come close to answering the question. And even if he did, so what? It ain't you. You didn't answer the question. So now, baby, answer it.
They told on themselves apparently earlier.
Well, I do not like Alexa's head. But my fault. About that.
The question again.
You don't like her head. Oh, well, let's get back.
So Tommy said, obviously, if you have a new type, it means you had a previous type. But now that you have this new type, hold on. Now that you have this new type, because Fatty talks about this all the time.
Can you ask your original question?
Y'all talking over me while y'all asking me to ask.
Yeah, Alexis.
See? He's trying to ask the question and just won't shut up. STFD and that's TFU. Enough said.
No, can I, no, because the thing is.
It's better now because you're closer.
I said you said y'all
my
no
name.
longer picking the wrong. You said y'all no longer picking the wrong.
No, Alexis, put your ear
And
piece.
She did the same
what
shit.
happens?
Okay.
Rather than engage, Alexis left the chat. I don't think she should be allowed back on. If I were to the show, she ain't coming back on. Because the minute things get hectic, she quits. Not a good look.
She did the same shit. That victim, she tried to, I can't. You can't what? Nigga, they didn't get nowhere yet.
She feel bad and she couldn't handle it.
She got out before it got hot.
I will give her this. She knows when to run when bullets start flying.
In her mind, she was justified. But someone said my name. Didn't someone say my name? And she ran off.
You're struggling to put them damn earphones on.
He's far away.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's just a sample of the insanity that is jazz. I honestly thought, shout out to just Pearly Things and Pearl Davis, that DeNovo was the queen of delusion. She just took a back seat to Jazz. And Jazz has not just been on this podcast. She's also a panelist on Anton's After Hours. In addition to the Untouchables. So she knows how to work it. She knows the ins and outs. But she chooses to do what she wants. And why? Goes back to delusion. She thinks that she can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, and there won't be any consequences, no blowback. People are just going to accept it because she's a woman. I'm here to tell you, that shit don't fly here. That dog don't hunt. I'm going to put a pin in this one. I'm going to come back later on, and we're going to do another deep dive. We're really going to get into this. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, if you've come this far, thank you. And if this conversation makes your day just a little bit better for it, then we're done. And we can hang up our hats and everything's fine. Remember, we operate in the power of 5. And at the very least, if you do one thing today, hit the like button. Also, hit the subscribe button that'll put you in the running for the new laptop. And with that being said, until the next, this is OBJ saying, take care of one another. Do better. And I'll see you in the next one.
Respect.